Hi there, everyone. Welcome to Chit Chat with Dorri and Dr. Lorraine Wilson. My name is Dorri Bland. I'm coming to you today from the Downtown Spa and Relaxation Center, located right here in Georgetown. We have a guest speaker for you today. I have Noelle Cormier with us today. She is a Touch for Health practitioner. Along with a few other things, she's quite talented. She is a yoga and meditation instructor. She's an author and presenter. And I just found out today she's written several books, like 5 books. I'm so impressed. Good for you.
Thanks,
Good
Dorri.
for you. So we're just waiting for Dr. Lorraine to attend, and then we're going to get started right away. Before we do, I just wanted to mention our lineup for next week. Oh, hi, Dr. Lorraine Wilson. Welcome.
Hi.
Hi. I'm just going to mention before we get started about my guest speaker for next week will be my very own daughter-in-law, Tanya Vanderhart. She's going to enlighten us on motivation and mindfulness. So we're going to learn how we're going to set our mindset, why we need to set a mindset, and what is mindset. It's one of those kitschy words these days, you know, like wellness. Anyways, that's what we have lined up for next week. So as we get going, Noelle, you are going to take it away. Tell us all about you, what you do, and how you do it.
Thanks, Dorri.
You're welcome.
So, welcome everyone. I work with energy. I have been working with energy for probably over 20 years. I first felt energy when a friend was doing some pranic healing on me. I had a sore back, so she told me to turn backwards on a chair, and she placed her hands on me, and I could feel this intense heat right away. So I went on to study therapeutic touch was the first thing I studied, and then I studied Touch for Health, and through Touch for Health, I met Donna Eden. She actually came to Georgetown and did an event for me. So I'm a great believer. I believe the body has an ability to heal itself through energy. And I just wanted to share with you some things that can help with stress and immune boosting. We're coming into the season where our stress levels, because kids are starting to go back to school and whatnot, their stress levels might go down, which will affect their immune system. So you can definitely share these techniques that we're going to do today with your whole family.
Yes, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I think having the audience with you, like how you do the testing and what little things you have to do before you can choose a program, I think this is all very interesting.
Mm-hmm. So we're going to start with a demo on energy. So I believe the body has an ability to heal itself. I work with the energies of the meridians. There are 14 meridians in your body. So this is traditional Chinese medicine, based on traditional Chinese medicine. There are 14 meridians in your body. You have 12 sets of 2 that run from the inside of the body, from your toes all the way up to your fingertips, and then down the outside of your body from the head to the feet. And they run in certain times of day is when they run. They're associated with an organ, and they have muscles that are associated with them. So it's the muscles that we test. So I don't have to speak to you when I do treatments here. I actually talk to your body, and I'm going to show you how I do that in just a moment. But I would like to show an energy demo.
Okay.
So would you like to help me, Dorri?
Absolutely.
All right. So we're going to don on our masks because we're going to be a little bit closer. We have a plexiglass between us right now, so that's why we can talk without the mask. We're going to stand up. And I brought a little friend with me today. So I don't know if you can see the bottom. There's 2 little probes that when I touch them together, okay, it creates a current and he chirps. So I'm going to get Dorri to hold her hand out, and we're going to balance the little bunny. Okay, so right now there's no current because I'm my energy and Dorri is her energy. So Dorri, hold your hand out. Yeah. So when I touch Dorri, it creates the current that makes the little bunny chirp.
Oh my goodness. That's cool.
So that's a cool parlor trick. And everybody always asks me where I got my little bunny, and he comes out around Easter time. You can find him in like the dollar store and things like that.
Yeah, so there's no on and off switch on that.
No.
It's just the two little things.
Okay, and when you touch the two little probes, those two little circles, that creates the current. They have to be touched together by the same current of energy.
Wow, that's interesting.
Isn't that the coolest thing?
Yeah, I love it.
Right. Okay, so we can also feel our own energy. So I'm going to do another little demo. If you want to take your hands, we're going to rub them together. Create a little friction. You're going to shake them off. Good. Put your hands together again. You can do this with me, everybody, if you want. Okay, now you're going to hold your hands about shoulder width or wider apart. And you're very slowly just going to bring your hands closer together and just observe. Let me know if there's anything going on.
I feel a little bit of like my hands are stopping kind of thing.
Right, your hands are
It's
stopping.
almost like I have magnets in my hands and they're like pushing against each other.
Right. Yeah, so that's your own energy. And you can feel
I
it.
could tell, yeah, I just wanted to mention in here, I have not always been able to feel this when I do it, but in recent years I have been. So I think it's something that you can become like aware of as your awareness increases. Like because I was really not able to feel anything for years, and I always thought, oh yeah, whatever. But I can, just what Dorri was saying, I can feel now. I can feel that, but I don't know, maybe Noelle, you can explain sort of how that maybe sensitivity increases or how that happens with a person.
Okay, I'm so glad you asked that, Lorraine, because we were practicing a little bit before, and we had, so the first thing you need for energy to flow properly is you need a current, and the best current in your body is water. So if you're not hydrated, you might not feel that, right? So that's pretty cool. So you stay hydrated. So when you come in for a treatment, make sure you're hydrated. And then I also have to make sure that I'm hydrated, because sometimes when I'm doing muscle testing, it could be my energy that's off. So another thing that we can do, and I just taught Dorri this, she was working out. So when I was doing the muscle test and I'm testing a muscle, I'm pushing on it, which I'll show you in a moment. I couldn't get an accurate reading because her adrenaline was pumping too much. So I had to balance her energy quickly. And here, do you want me to show them, Dorri?
Oh, sure. Sure. Why not?
Okay. So I can sit down and do it. So you're going to put one hand on your navel, and you're going to take your two fingers, one above the lip and one the upper lip, and one at the bottom of the lower lip. So kind of like between your nose and upper lip, and then just by your chin. And you're going to rub side to side. So these are two meridian points that you're stimulating at your mouth. The central and the governing meridian, which are two meridians that don't have a pair. So there's 12 pairs of meridians, and then there's a central and a governing. Now we're going to switch hands. So other hand on the navel, two fingers rubbing. Okay, and then you're going to rub along the pubic bone. So hand on the navel, rubbing along the pubic bone, and then switch. Okay, and then you're going to just make a small fist. I'm going to put my mask on so I can stand up. So your hand is still on your navel. You've done your pubic bone. Now you're going to rub your tailbone. So central and governing meridian, then you're going to switch. Don't run on a time clock, whereas the other 12 meridians do, meaning that they function at their optimal energy flow, and then we can stop. With the time wheel. So for instance, liver's optimal energy flow is between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. Okay, so every meridian has an optimal flow, but central and governing don't, because they're considered gateways. So sometimes they get out of whack. So sometimes they're not running optimally because they don't have a time, and then we're affected by all these electronics around us are making us making our energy go off. I think the phrase now is electrosmog, they call it. So 100% of our field is being affected by phones, computers, radio frequencies, things like that. So we have to keep our body healthy energy-wise. Okay, so those are some things you can do if you want to start playing around and feeling your energy and you can't. So be hydrated and then reset your central and governing meridian. Okay, by rubbing above. So central meridian runs from the pubic bone to the bottom lip, and governing goes from the tailbone up around the head to the upper lip. Okay, so we've just stimulated those, and we kind of said, hey, you need to be running properly in the right direction.
Yes.
Okay.
When I did that the first time, like, you know, I told you I did weights today and I did my Pilates class. So I came in, I was a little bit hyper. Oh, gee, surprise. But when I did this, all of a sudden I just felt, okay, I'm relaxed now. I'm grounded. I'm here. So it did work for me. Plus, I hadn't had any water. So that was good. The water and the reset.
The reset, yeah. Yes. So resetting your central and governing meridian.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to talk a little bit about how stress affects the immune system. So we know that immune health is important to be healthy and to fight off infections, colds and flus and whatnot. So your first line of defense is the aura. So the aura is the energy field that surrounds the body, and there's around 7 layers. And the first layer basically goes like millimeters and follows the actual outline of your body. And then the next layer is a little more, so that the very last layer, the 7th layer, looks like an egg shape around your body. Okay, so that egg shape around your body, that last layer, and the layers in between, if you think of peeling an onion, every layer above the other, that can be anywhere from 5 inches from your fingertips or your body to like 7 feet away from you. So when it's about 7 feet or so, or even further away from you, you're picking up everybody's energy. You ever walk into a room and just feel weird, feel off?
Yes.
You know, you meet someone, you're like, ooh, this person feels weird. Or, oh my God, I really like this person. Yeah. So you're connecting that way through their energy.
Right.
So let's do our first exercise together, or our second.
Yeah.
We just threw that other one in there.
Yeah.
Weaving the aura, and it's very simple to do. So I'm going to stand up and show you, and then Dorri, you can stay seated, and it's very easy. Sure. So what you want to do is basically bring that auric field closer to you. So the way you do that is you can inhale and bring your hands just beside your head. Nothing's fancy. Take a breath in. And when you exhale, all you're going to do is crisscross in front of your face. Then you're going to go all the way down your body, and you're going to keep going all the way down to your feet. Come all the way back up again. And if you want, you can imagine it going behind you. You can even swing your arms behind you, going all the way down behind you, all the way back up. And then one more time in front of you. I'll sit down and finish with you guys. Weaving your aura. Good. Just stretch your arms up nice and tall. Good. And then exhale and bring your hands back down. Okay, so that's your first line of defense to help your immune system. Okay, you want to bring that aura back in, and that's the easiest thing to do. It's very simple, right?
Yeah. And would you do that daily, or?
You could do that daily.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. All right, so I'm going to show you now muscle testing. So I'll give you a little demo, and I'll use Dorri as my model. So we're going to don our masks again. So I'm going to show you a little bit of what I do. I offer 4 treatments here at the spa, and I'll talk about those a little bit later. But like I said earlier, I don't have to talk to Dorri and say, what's wrong? You know, how are you feeling? She can just come in and say, you know, I'm not feeling good. I don't know what's wrong or whatever. And I'll ask her body through muscle testing. Okay, so I'm going to get you to stand up.
Mhm.
So we're well hydrated. And I'm going to get you, I'm going to get you to hold. Can we see? Dorri's going to turn her hand backwards and hold it right against the side. And I'm going to test muscle associated with the spleen meridian just to see if I can get an accurate answer from her body. So I'm not asking her anything. So I need to establish the indicator muscle. So I need to establish that she, in fact, her energy is in fact running properly. So I'm just using 2 pounds of pressure, and I'm going to just ask Dorri just to hold with about 2 pounds of pressure while I pull towards me. So I'm pulling towards me. Good. And now I'm going to ask Dorri to say her name.
Dorri Bland.
My name is Dorri.
My name is Dorri.
And resist. So she's just resisting just a little bit. And now say, my name is Mickey Mouse.
My name is Mickey Mouse.
And resist. So, did you see that? Did it look different? Say, my name is Dorri.
My name is Dorri.
And hold. I can't pull. My name is Shrek.
My name is Shrek.
And hold. So her body's telling me that she's not Shrek.
Yes.
Okay, so that's how I determine whether your body is, the energy is running properly and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty cool.
Cool. Yes.
Yeah, so sometimes you think that you're coming in for a treatment with me, and I'll do a muscle test, and it'll be a totally different treatment based on what your body needs. Because sometimes, you know, you think you need something, but your body says, no, I need this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how many treatments are there? There's 4.
So we're doing 4 treatments here.
Yeah.
So the first one of them is called Calming the Storm. And this one we use to reset the hormones. So women who are going through menopause, people who are having mood swings, brain fog, forgetfulness. So I'm working with the pineal gland, the pituitary gland, the hypothalamus, and the hippocampus. So I'm working along the head. Okay. And then I do one called the brain booster. So again, this one is working points along the head. This is for neurological disease, depression, memory loss, concentration, stress and anxiety. And then I do one called the nervous system reset, and I hold points, or this one I stimulate points more along the meridian lines. So stimulating means I'm just rubbing gently, whereas most of them I just hold points. Okay, and I wait for that energy, that feeling, right? So nervous system reset is for depression, apathy. It eliminates toxins. It's immune boosting. It helps if you're having trouble falling asleep, things like that. And then the last one is the stress reducer, and I hold points on the feet that deal with calming the nervous system, releasing toxins from the body, and nausea, and again, if you're having trouble falling asleep.
Very good.
I think what's really neat about what you're talking about, Nicole, is that, especially in today's day and age, is that a lot of these treatments you're offering are either no touch or minimal touch. Is that right?
They're light touch, yeah. Because I need to feel the connection. If I could use selenite wands, if you don't want touch, if you don't, I could do it above body, but I get better results if I'm actually touching the body. So you're on a massage bed, fully clothed. So the ones that I chose to do here at the spa help with what I see going on in the world today. So, you know, brain fog, memory loss, you know, people can't sleep, people are stressed, they need to calm down, things like that. And I chose ones that could either be done on a bed, face down, or sitting in a massage chair.
Yes.
Yeah, because I'm holding points on the head and along the spine.
So when you're holding these points, So say someone comes in, they're out of whack. You know where they're out of whack. You've asked the body. So when you're holding the points, what are you searching for? Like, are they pulsating really quickly and then they slow down, or is it opposite of that, or do you actually feel the energy flow?
Okay.
Are they blocked? What's
Yeah.
going on?
Yeah. So when the muscle tests weak on someone, it tells me that that meridian associated with that muscle has a blocked energy flow. So it's like a kink in your water hose, your garden hose, right? You know it's there, so you take your hose out and you you're touching it and you're feeling where that blockage is. So sometimes you have to take water and just push it through to get the blockage out. Sometimes you have to stick something in your hose and pull it out. I don't know if you really do this, but I'm just giving you an example. Sometimes you have to you'll feel it and it'll feel like gunk stuck there, and so you'll massage it.
Right.
So what I do is either one of those. I'm holding points that are either going to take energy from a meridian along that line, and I'm feeling for the pulse to hook up. So almost like so if someone has their energy is not flowing, it's slow, then I'll feel like a thump, like I'll feel this connection like this, where I want the connection to be together, bumping together, for lack of a better word, or pulsing together. And sometimes it's too fast, right? So I want that balance of smoothness. So I feel it. And another way, so if you're doing any of the exercises, do you have time to show them a few exercises they can do at home?
Sure. Are we good?
So
Just a few exercises because we're almost ready to transition.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so when you're doing any energy work at home, people always ask me, well, how do I know if the energy has shifted or if my energy is balanced? Well, your body tells you. Your body, is such a miraculous thing.
Yeah.
You'll either sigh, so you'll, or you'll yawn, right? So when I do my own energy work and I yawn, I actually release so much energy that I tear.
Really?
So the yawn, and I tear. So I know I've shifted something.
Yeah. So what can we? So this.
Leave the aura.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think I'm going to show you. Do you guys want something for stress or something to boost your immunity? Let me answer that because I already know. Boosting your immunity. Okay. Very simple. You should do this every day, 100 times a day or however many times you can do it. Your thymus gland produces T cells, right? So the helper cells that fight infection.
Okay.
So your thymus is right here on your chest, like Tarzan. So you just thump it. You could thump it with 2 fists, not very hard. You can do it this way with your hand, or you can go right in the middle of your sternum and just do it with your finger pads.
Yeah.
I like to do it this way.
Okay.
So you'll take a deep breath in and a deep breath out through the mouth. Deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. We'll do one more. If you're unsure, always do 4 deep breaths.
And is this like that tapping? So
Yes. So if anybody knows what EFT is, Emotional Freedom Technique, you're tapping the beginning and ending points of the meridians. Yes.
Similar to that idea.
Similar to that idea, definitely.
Okay, well, we are ready to transition. So Noelle, thank you so much. And Dorri, we're on to our next thing, unless there's a little wrap up or something that Noelle wants to.
Noelle is hosting the draw for us today. So when we do the draw, they are going to call the spa and make the appointment, and I will set it up between them. And then just as she said, so you will come in, you will get assessed via the muscle testing and have the treatment. Now, how long are the treatments approximately? Are they different for all four or at the same time?
No, they take about 30 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good. So allow 30 minutes and we're all good to go. So we'll talk a little bit. Dr. Lorraine has some information for us, and then we'll do the draw, and then we'll do our weekly tarot.
Awesome.
Excited.
Okay. Yeah, sounds like fun. So I just wanted to share with everybody that we're talking about the self-care reboot for the last few weeks. And what this group is, it's going to be a group of probably 8 women who will meet together on a weekly basis for approximately no more than 7 weeks. I'm going to tell you why it's approximate in just a minute. But what this group will do is it's going to have a time each week when we're going to have a chakra focus. And we're going to focus on the energy of that chakra, and then we're going to learn about how we can take care of ourselves in relation to that chakra's energy. And we're going to have lots of personal growth things that we can do. So when we come back the following week, we can support each other and learn about how our own well-being and personal development is going each week. So the reason why I said it's approximate is because Dorri and I have been actively planning our little hearts out here, but we are very well aware that there are things going on with the medical community and the government that may have an influence on our start date, which was September 14th. So what we're going to do is we're still planning. We're just going to take a little pause until we get clarity in that regard. We don't want to set you up for disappointment, right? So it may end up that the group will be maybe 4 weeks long instead of 7. It may be that the group will be moved to an online format or a virtual format if that's the parameters that we're working within. So be patient. We have not forgotten. We are not giving up on you. And that's what we have planned. So that's the fun kind of update about, this little period of limbo that we're in right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
We will still move forward on it in one way or another, and eventually. We just need to make sure that we're following the guidelines right now, and we're really uncertain of where they are going to be on the date that we want to get going. So we are still taking the names. We have some names already of those that are interested. So feel free to email or give us a call, and we'll get your name on the list. We still have, a lot of exciting things. Actually, Noelle is going to be taking us through a little bit of a meditation, and we're still going to go out and dance our little hearts out. But we need to be sure that we're within guidelines, that's all. So just a little bit of limbo, but still moving forward.
The other thing, Dorri, and Noelle, of course, that I wanted to just ask you if this is something in terms of the order. I'm wondering if we could do the tarot card now, because I think there's a message for everybody. And sometimes once we do the draw, people go, and they're gone, right?
Yes.
So is that okay?
I believe that those that are listening are meant to receive this message. So I agree. Let's go with it.
Okay. All right. So 1 second.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh, you're not going to believe this. Okay. This is the Death card reversed. And Dorri, this is the card that came up for you on your birthday. Do you remember?
Yes, I do.
I know. So I don't want the people who are viewing to get freaked out. It doesn't mean you're going to die at a faster rate than what's intended. But what this does mean is that we are in a time of really, significant personal transformation. And so the Death card is just an indication that, for us as the viewers, because this is who it's drawn for, but if you were individually in a reading with me, it would be a sign that sort of the old is gone and the new is come. And this is a time of, fundamental transformation. It's almost a 180, but it's significant, right? That the new is here and it's to be embraced. So, welcome. Yeah.
That's awesome. That resonates with me 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, new way of
Well, the
thinking
other
Yeah.
through your
Exactly.
energy body.
New ways.
Well, the other thing too is that, this isn't like fun. Like this doesn't feel like woohoo, lollipops and unicorns, right? It is uncomfortable because it is new and it's uncertain because it's new. So, don't get freaked out if you're feeling a little bit of uncertainty because that is all part of this card.
Okay. And strength is in the numbers. So we know we have people standing beside us now, so away we go. Down
Absolutely.
the path.
Yeah.
Down the path.
Yeah.
All right, Miss Jazzy, are we ready? Thanks, honey. The wheel once again. Okay. And again, this is capital D, 1, H, 1, little t, 1, C, 1, L, 1 is the winner. We will track down that handle and let you know how to get in contact with us to have this special offer from Noelle here at the spa. Congratulations to our winner. All right. So, Dr. Wilson, you are off next week.
I'm off for 2 weeks. I'm going to miss you so much.
I'm going to miss you too.
I'll miss you too, Noelle.
I'll miss you too, Lorraine.
So next week, as I mentioned, I do have Tanya Vanderhart coming on with me, and mindfulness, motivation. She's an excellent speaker on all those types of things, right into journaling and setting goals, and we're going to have some fun. So please join in next Thursday at 12:30, and you have yourself an awesome holiday, and we'll see you in 3 weeks then.
Yes, and I might even have a bit of a tan.
Yeah, you can watch us.
Yeah, I'll watch you.
Yeah, you can watch us. Or you can sign in. Who knows?
Absolutely, right?
You'll be up at the cottage having some fun.
Yes, I hope so. Anyways,
You will.
it'll be good.
Excellent. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining in. Thank you so much, Noelle, for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for
Love you
watching.
guys. Until next week. Cheerio.
Much love. Bye.
Bye.